Hmm. All right. Hello, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and I hope everybody had a lovely Independence Day. To all my fellow Americans, hope you all had a very, very, very delicious Independence Day. Hope you all had some good old barbecue. Barbecue with some ribs, with some chicken, with some potato salad, with some deviled eggs, all that. I hope y'all had something yummy yesterday. But yes, as you all can see by the title, I am going to be playing a new game. It's called Scarlet Hollow. It's a visual novel. It's a story-based game. It seems to be horror themed, and like Slay the Princess, every little choice you make matters. Every little sentence you say matters and can change the whole story. So, I have not seen any gameplay. I have not watched any other people play this game. I straight up don't know how gameplay looks. All I know is what it's about. Going back to your family after a long time, to your, I guess, aunt who doesn't like you very much, and murder start happening. Because apparently there's a killer on the loose. And I'm not sure whether it's up to me to find out who it is or just up to me to escape. But yes. By the same makers of Slay the Princess, I will now start playing Scarlet Hollow. And I will be using it, I will be doing it, on a different screen than I usually do. We're using the big screen today. Big screen, because I want to make sure you all see this. This is a horror game, okay. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. So it's kind of like The Walking Dead in that regard. Now let me just do one thing. Hold on. Make sure everything isn't too loud. Sorry if you hear screaming in the background. Those are kids outside. There's always kids screaming outside, sadly. Like that. I think that's good right here. Yeah, I think this is alright. Hopefully, maybe. Let's do it like this. Start. Her name is... At this point, let's just say Anthony. You live in the city of... Oh, I get to name the city? Okay. Name the city. Name the city. I probably shouldn't use the name of an actual real city like LA. Like LA or Chicago or New York or flippin' Austin, Texas. I should make up a name. Just make up a name, but I kind of wonder, what if I accidentally end up typing the name of a city that actually exists? Even though I'm trying to be goofy. The city of Townsville. It's under attack. Like, I don't want to say I'm from a city where a giant monster always attacks. The city of flowers and cake. The city of flowers and cake. No, that's silly. That's silly. Come on. The city of kitty kitty meow meow. It's always the names that always get me. Let me take a look at one thing. I'll make a decision after I look at one thing. What are some cool, awesome names? Metatron of Urian. Of Angels and Steel. Probably wants us to say the city of Angels and Steel. The city of Hearts. Hearts and Steel. That's what I'm gonna go. Hearts and Steel. This is what I'm gonna go with. Don't want to be male, unisex, or female. I'm gonna go with male. That's what I am. Select 2 traits. Traits unlock additional pass and dialogue options. Powerful build, tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness, an imposing preference that commands the room, a mean right hook. Mystical, strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. Talk to animals. You can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. Street smart. Good at lying and hard to lie to. Fast talker. You can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. Keen eye. Observant with a knack for picking up small details. Empathetic. Book smart. Well read and rational. Possess a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it. A talented researcher. Hot. Extremely good looking. A natural flirt. People just like you, probably because you're a good person. Okay. Okay. So I can only pick 2 of these. Some of these will give me more dialogue options. Good at lying and hard to lie to. Read people and read the room. No door can hold me. That's actually really useful. No door can hold me. Talk to animals. Maybe. Like if I do a different playthrough, I could do this. Mystical, strange, and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. So I basically just see things. I want to do this. Mystical sounds cool, but see threads of reality? That might not be as useful as I would like it to be. Tough as nails, pinnacle of fitness. A mean right hook, that's mean. So I'm strong. Strong is really, really great. Observant for the knack of picking up small details. Maybe small details. Well read and rational. A talented researcher. Maybe. I'm in between hot, street smart, mystical, and powerful build. Because, yeah, powerful build will be useful if I ever have to 1v1 somebody. Mystical, yeah, once again, it sounds cool. And I get to see interesting things. Street smart. Like, no door can hold me. That is so useful. That is so helpful. That is extremely, extremely helpful. Hot. It's the fact that people just like me. If people like me, then I'll get access to things that I usually wouldn't get access to. Okay, let me go with a charisma-based build. Charisma build. Street smart, good at lying, and people think I'm good looking. So let me go with these. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. Jeez, you hear those kids screaming? Jesus, those kids, damn. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. A title drop. So anyway, as I was saying... Who the heck is you? Oh no, he's still here. He has been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking to you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. You mean to tell me I fell asleep and he still hasn't stopped talking even though I was sleeping? Oh yeah, this is definitely a crackhead. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. You push joggers into the harbor? That's not a prank. That's just assault. Wait, what? Are you serious? What's wrong with you? Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. Why are you talking to me? Remain silent. Feign an illness? Tell a lie? I am a charisma-based character. Maybe I should feign an illness. But then I gotta put it up. I gotta keep on feigning an illness throughout the whole entire ride, and that's kind of exhausting. Are you serious? What's wrong with you? Yeah, I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead, but hey, po bodies, nerfect. Did he say that wrong on purpose? So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But then she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though, about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Did he say he's tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody's ever broken up with you. Very funny. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. Threaten, I'm not going to be threatening. Not really. Yeah, all the time. Never followed through with it, of course. Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. I never felt that way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have. Very funny. Yeah, alright. Maybe I never really wanted to kill her, even if I threatened it a little bit. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just end up on a bus to New York or something like that instead. I've always wanted to go there. Smart move. Get out while you can. Interesting. You're a piece of shit. Hey, yeah, how long until the next... How long till the next stop? I've been in this asleep for hours. How long till the next stop? 10 minutes? Everything alright about that? Okay. Everything's fine. Crazy, demented, crackhead look. Fine. You don't have to bring the driver into this. We're just chatting. We're not friends. Hey. Look, fatherhood is just scary, that's all. Plus, her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I probably just make things super stressful. Oh gee, I wonder why. She'll understand. She's chill. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. Scarlet Hollow, just a small town. You probably haven't heard. Don't answer. I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. You said you might not go to the place you're gonna go to, so you might just. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though come to think of it. I had a couple buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine in the Holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. Hey, what do these buttons do? Oh, okay. Got some sort of journal. And I know that means save. And this is options. Okay. I haven't heard from them in a while. Now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone for once, focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Why is it dripping? They're boiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, and I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dial-up option establishes new facts about who you are. Oh, so I do gotta be careful what I pick. I love boiled peanuts. Take the peanuts. No thanks. Screw you and your peanuts. I'm allergic to peanuts. Eat the peanuts. Kids, if you're watching, don't take candy from strangers. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this, but I'm not going to eat it. Peanuts are not candy. Sometimes they are, depending on how you cook them. If you cook them with some sugar and some honey on a stove, it becomes candy. Honey roasted peanuts. Thanks. You're welcome. Also, hello, Bullshot. Thank you for coming. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Boiled peanuts are not? That's right, they're not. That is absolutely correct. Boiled peanuts are not candy. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. What? The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives you on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Hey, Anthony. Hello, person who is named question mark. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Make a good first impression with a winning smile. Offer the boiling peanuts as a condolence. I am not handing her such a nasty item. Looks like someone needs a hug. I kind of would. I am the hugger, but that face does not say hug me, please. That face says touch me and I'll kill you. Hey Tabitha, I'm sorry for your loss. Tabitha, remain silent. This says make a good impression with a winning smile. I also don't think smiling at this face here will help, but I chose the hot option, so I chose to be a hot person. You never met someone who was able to resist your ability to make a good first impression. You flash a soft smile and give your condolences. Okay, I do verbally give my condolences. That's the most important thing. Tabitha, it's so nice to finally meet you. I was sorry to hear about your mom. Thanks. For a brief moment, Tabitha is put at ease before she quickly straightens up and the annoyance returns to her face. It might not have been much, but you can comfortably notch up another victory courtesy of the winning Anthony smile. Trademark. Come on, let's go. I don't have to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Let's see. Oh, I'm noticing a bit of color. Pardon me, going from Slay the Princess to another visual novel type game where there's actually color is a nice change of pace. I mean, it's pale color. Everything else still kind of looks black and white, but I see that blonde hair. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. They can impact relationships. For good or bad, they can impact them. Alright. So I can pick these explores, but I gotta pick the right ones to say. I don't want to pry into something really private. I can't believe we never actually met before. So the funeral, I guess we're both members of the dead moms. Yeah, I'm not picking. Let's start with a little bit of awkwardness, though. A little bit of awkwardness doesn't kill anybody. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. I got here a little early. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. Have you worked out all the details yet? Like, since I'm here, do you need any help planning? It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. How are you holding up? Fine. Yeah, just one word, fine. Angry face. This is not a time for you to be fine. Your mom just died. You are not fine. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even though we just met. I chose street smart, so let's go with street smart. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. Oh, that's it. That's enough of that, then. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. I can't... yeah. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had it, I guess. Look, I don't know what my mom did to piss off the side of the family, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but that comment wasn't unnecessary. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know why my mom's problem was... well, my problem... I'm sorry. I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. I did. Well, I'm still not saying that. These three sentences sound very, very similar. This right here sounds like I'm being defensive. This one sounds a little bit inquisitive. This one sounds empathetic. I'm going with this one. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against the side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I had known about you. Whatever, what's done is done. And yeah, I'm not gonna say this one. Remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the cart eases up a steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Oh, that's me. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, although with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare to what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Yeah, look at it. Broken windows, the side of the whole thing is crumbling. It looks like it really is about to tumble off the cliff at any second. I feel like it's a danger just to be in front of it. Ugh. Let's see. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick into your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. Probably. I don't know. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Yeah, this house is so dangerous you can't even walk in certain places. I do not feel safe here. It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever been that feels this as powerful as this. Cool thing. So you live here. It's beautiful. I'm saying it's beautiful right here, but that's a lie. But Street Smart also says it's beautiful. I'm not saying that street smart stuff. I'd be making fun of her at this point if I said that. This place is falling apart. I thought you were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? That's mean. Place is falling apart. So you live here. Cool, thanks. So you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free. So mind your manners, or did your mother not teach you about those? Shall we begin our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor. You do your best to trace her steps. Pardon me, I got lost in the text right there. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Jenny. Someone actually does cleaning? That is actually surprising. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there is fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Is that what's in this thing right here? Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches right up in here. Ooh, kitty cat! Kitty cat! Oh my goodness, they had a kitty. They got a kitty. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here. It's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from talking to others. Choose carefully. Okay. I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. No, I haven't. Someone cleans this place. That is what I was thinking, but I feel like that'd be rude to shout that. You said someone actually cleans this place. Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does that person just say they didn't leave? That is so nice. It's nice. PB&J, how do you know that's one of my favorites? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? All right, what's next? Let's see. I don't want to straight up lie to her because, you know, that'd be kind of mean. And I am curious about this person. Have you ever actually seen that happen? Oh, I keep a close watch on Janny. She cleans. Maybe it's not up to your sleek city standards, but this is an old house in the country. There's a level of dirt and grime you have to learn to live with. Do you actually expect me to eat here? I'm gonna eat here, yeah. Y'all could try to a little harder, though. That's mean to say. Let it go. Wonderful. Now that you're done insulting my kitchen, do you have any other questions before we move on to the next part of the tour? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to buy something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though. I wouldn't be going with you. General store, very folksy, but I'm your guest. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Sweet, thanks. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. PB&J, how'd you know that's one of my favorites? PB&J is not really one of my personal favorites. If I have to eat PB&J, it will be a peanut butter and marmalade sandwich with slices of bananas and grilled on the stove. Straight up. Because PB&J is way too simple. Orange marmalade is really great, and if it's grilled on the stove, then the bread is nice and toasty. So, alright, what's next? Bathroom. Follow me. Why didn't I ask about the kitty? I want to ask about the kitty. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on a counter. Oh, now I say something about it. You just ate peanut butter and banana on rye bread? Good on you, Balsha. Good on you. I personally have some Smuckers, like tiny little Smuckers in the bathroom. And I was about to say the bathroom. I do not have any peanut butter in the bathroom. In the kitchen. In the fridge. I'm probably gonna grill those later, honestly, before I have to go to work. Is that your cat? Pet the cat. Leave the cat be. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. That's a cat for you. That's a cat for you. Pet the cat anyways. Let the cat be. I have been warned. I have been warned by the cat's owner to not pet the cat. You should respect a pet owner's wishes and not pet their cat if they straight up said you don't want you to. Let the cat be. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. Besides, she's probably protecting me. The cat's probably gonna go rear and claw open my hand. You once again follow Tabitha through the long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. I feel like this is foreshadowing. I know that this is a horror game and that there's a killer at some point. I feel like I'm gonna fall through the floors while being chased by the killer at one point. I think this very much feels like foreshadowing. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Oh wow, yeah, this is definitely a guest bathroom. My goodness. Why is there so much trash in the trash bin? Do you actually even go into this bathroom? Like, it looks like it's very much been used. But if this is the guest bathroom, I'm assuming you probably don't even use it. It's a wretched bathroom, piles of junk untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Usually the toilet works. I'm going to... Let me go ahead and just use it. You use this, just to see how she reacts. What a wonderful bathroom. Always wanted one of those bathtubs with little feet in it. But I do like it. The bathtub is an extremely valuable antique. Okay, simple reaction. Yeah, who exactly uses this bathroom? Guess. I mean, I figured. Are you sure the toilet works? Yes, why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. It's all rusty. Okay. When you gotta go, you gotta go. You sign resignation. That's the spirit. Left the toilet seat. I definitely hope there's not doo-doo in it, because I see a little bit of leakage right here. Roaches. Bug skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Okay. The water appears to be kind of clean. Use the facilities. Toilet's a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin in the hall. I hope I washed my hands. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to just do it. So you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. This is not a lie. If I said this wouldn't be a lie. This is an incredible looking room. This looks old school antique. This looks nice. This actually legit looks nice. Yeah, this is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Who used to sleep here? When? When? This house is almost... I'm sorry, did I read that wrong? Yeah, who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on a fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect much of me. Tips, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away and others down the line. Okay, so yeah, with my charisma-based build, with me being street smart and hot, I think I should pick hot whenever I can. If I feel like it benefits me, at least. It's so cool to have people over at some point. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Did I do something wrong? You asked me to come here, but you're acting pissed off that I actually came. What's wrong with you? Are you sure you're okay? I won't keep you. So let me start with hot. Wait, first, in case something messes up. Save. Because I don't want the dialogue to instantly stop just because I chose hot. So, is it cool if I have people over at some point? What are you talking about? You don't even know anybody who lives here. I'm talking smooching, Tabitha. What's your smooching policy? I'm here for a week. That's plenty of time for me to meet... For a meet cute? Am I reading that right? That's plenty of time for a meet cute? I don't know what a meet cute is. If you're going to be around, I'm going to make some friends. I'm a social butterfly, Tabitha. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a social butterfly. What does being a social butterfly have to do with inviting people to my house? Make friends all you want, Anthony. Just don't bring them here. Is that really so much to ask? Alright. Where are you going to? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Oh, what kind of work you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we own a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Me. Your side of the family forfeited any claim of it years ago. Can I watch? Can I come watch? What? No, the mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. Sounds boring. Don't you ever think about things you could be doing with your life that might give you a better sense of purpose than running a coal mine? It's kind of sad. Gross. Running a coal mine has got to be one of the most ethically and physically vile jobs on the planet. Ooh. Wow, someone is still popping fireworks. I guess that's the USA for you. Hashtag girl boss, I really don't think she'll appreciate that. Good for you. I feel like I should go with either this, sounds pretty impressive for you, or surely there's better things you can do. Like, I don't want to insult her way of living. Impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting. In the same way, I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. One of those tasks could use more doing. Heh! That's a healthy mindset. That's kind of sad. Some of us don't get to let whether or not something is sad influence us. Some of us had to stick around to keep the family business from crumbling, to keep this town from crumbling. Some of us had to temper our expectations for how our lives were going to go. There's a simple satisfaction to getting a task done, and that's all I need. Do whatever it is you want to do while I'm gone. Just don't do anything dumb or dangerous, not while I'm responsible for you. What am I supposed to do? Are you sure I can't take the day off? Did I do something wrong? You asked me, and that's kind of rude. Let's see. What am I supposed to do? That fact is a silly question. I'm a grown ass adult. I can do what I want. Are you sure you can't take the day off? Like, she's also an adult. She can't just take days off, especially since she runs a coal mine. Did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Okay, I'm sorry. I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please, just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I've got work to do. You sure about that? Yeah, I'm not saying these things. These are anything really. It's just anything really. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and the sprawling, decrepit estate. A PB&J sounds great right now. Sell in your room. Go straight to the forbidden wing. Was there... Did she say anything about a forbidden wing? I don't think she said anything about that. You know what? Sure. A PB&J. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you'd need to take the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. And the cat's still sitting there. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given that the state of this place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Y'all ever had to do this one task in school? Quickly. Y'all ever, at some point in your childhood, went to school, and your teacher said, today, we're making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but we all have to write instructions on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The challenge was that you had to write every single little detail on how to make the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. As in, you had to write, you need a paper plate, you need a plastic knife, you need to pick up the plastic knife and scoop some peanut butter with the plastic knife, and then place the peanut butter on the slice of bread. You see, I already messed up. I already messed up right there because I didn't say to pull out a piece of bread. Like, you had to be that specific. Anyone ever had to do that in their school life? Write instructions on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you gotta be super duper specific about it? I know I did. And I failed. Let's see here. You probably need, yeah, all that. Approach Frofro. I approach Frofro. Cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Frofro's spot on the counter. Well, she hissed, so backing away. So search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door, reading, Janie, stay out in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. You open the fridge, you already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. You examine old takeout, mayonnaise, jelly, ice cream. I'm here for the jelly. That's a lot of jelly, actually. Look at all that jelly. Several jars of it. And she's got a ton of ice cream. Wow. What you gonna do with all that ice cream? I mean, I know we're gonna eat it, but still, that's a lot of ice cream. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Yeah. Now, before I do, I want to examine take... that was... Yeah, why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. The liquefied mess of fully congealed is in this styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. Oh, forgot. Eat it? Eating it is an option? I don't want to die. I don't want to die yet in this horror game. For God's sake, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Maybe it's good probiotics? Maybe at some point it was good probiotics. And it says check mayonnaise. Yeah, let me just, I'm just check everything in the fridge. I'm not going to eat everything. I got what I need, but I'm just going to check everything. You know you probably shouldn't, but as part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar, the label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate at the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. Explore, grab ice cream. It says grab ice cream. Let me save. Because I want to make sure grabbing it does not equal eat. Grab ice cream. Banana Choco Chunk. Tabitha explicitly told me not to do this. You think to yourself as you reach for a pint of banana chocolate chunk. Put it back. You stare longingly at the pint of ice cream for a few moments before your self-restraint kicks in, and you put it back where you found it. Tabitha already seems to not like you, and it probably best not to fan the flames of her hatred. Close the fridge. I have what I need. And that's the fridge, and let me search the pantry. That's certainly a lot of bread. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, peanut butter, bread. It's certainly a lot of peanut butter and bread and mac and cheese, actually. Take the bread. Pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step closer to the satisfying snack. All I need now is a plate and a knife for some peanut butter. Peanut butter. The king of nut butters, only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Oh my. Only 3 things you need now, and a plate and a knife. Close the pantry. I won't even look at the mac and cheese. And, cabinets. The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and only enough, the utensils. Grab a plate and butter knife. That's what I do. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Examine the mug and all this stuff. Wait a minute, is that... Hold on. Grab bowl. There's something on that bowl right there. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar, dead moth splashes onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl, note reads, "Math trap, do not touch." Oops. Your shirt is not unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change into something clean before you leave the house. Okay. Alright then. I was curious about what that was, and I paid the price for my curiosity. And yeah, that's more fireworks outside my window. Make a PB&J. It says check out the garden. And explore usually means nothing major will happen, so let me look out here first. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Now this doesn't say explore, so... Explore or return, explore or return, explore or return. Save. Because I want my PB&J. But I'm curious. Explore the garden. You wander further into the garden, it's quiet out here. Okay, nothing bad happened. Oh, there's whole fence over here. There's that greenhouse? Either a shack or a greenhouse. Swing, statue. It's fancy back here, actually. Return to the kitchen. Make a PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations. Congratulations. You can feed yourself. A job well done. Ooh, and I got an achievement. I got a trophy. Follow the recipe. All that hassle. It took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. And yeah, I'm basically done here. Congratulations. You've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Settle into your room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs into your room, a suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. Did I not leave my suitcase in the room when I first entered? Have I been holding my suitcase this entire time I've been making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Oh my goodness. You stand at the entrance to your room. Take a nap, put your spare clothes in the dresser, check the closet, look out the window, examine the painting on the wall. I don't want to nap because I already napped on the bus here. First, check the closet. See, there's no killers up in here. Oh, but there's a creepy doll in there, though. You can see why your cousin said you shouldn't put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Of course, you're sharing the room with a creepy doll. You pick it up and examine it more closely. Its foot reads property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. Put my clothes in the dresser. Oh, Jesus. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. Offer it your boiled peanuts. Hold out your still dropping bag of peanuts. The opossum hisses in disgust, stiffens, and begins to drool, feigning death. Oh boy. Oh, they're that bad. The boiled peanuts are that bad. Oh. It triggered the play dead response in an opossum. You close the drawer, you might as well leave it be. You open the top drawer next. It's empty, as good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have You wonder if you'd have been better. I wonder if you have been better. The phrase is been better. You wonder if you have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice, clean bag, but there's no going back now. Why did the term been better become a tongue twister to me? Been better. Been better with the peanut butter. Bleh. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries? I don't know what that is. Topiaries? And do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it's all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. Not right now. In a minute. I absolutely do not want to take a nap. Examine the painting on the wall. This must be an older relative of yours. Judging by the date and on the inscription, you've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. And that's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else to do in here. Investigate the forbidden wing of the estate. With Tabitha gone, there's no stopping you from going into the forbidden wing of the estate. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. Hey! Street smart, an insurmountable object for most, but a mild inconvenience for you. I'm street smart! I can break in! As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Also, I got an achievement. Hey! Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from the other room. The forbidden wing is yours to explore. This was a mistake. Lock the doors and forget you ever opened them. On second thought, maybe you should listen to Tabitha's advice. I'm going to tell y'all one thing. I am not white. I am very much not a white person. So, opening up a chained door in an old decrepit mansion-type house and hearing the piano play from a room that I was specifically told not to enter and was chained up. Yeah, that sounds like something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't enter this room. That's a white people thing. But I might get an achievement if I do enter. So once again, let me save. Save in case this goes not the way... Well, I'm not going to say not the way I'm intending. I intend things to go bad the moment I enter here. But when it does go bad, I'll come back to this point. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming in here. It's clear that the chaos of nature is doing its best to reclaim this place. Years of detritus have piled here like gathering leaves. I'm not sure if I'm saying that word right. The tiled floor has been torn apart, destroying the order that once made this place beautiful. The piano you heard from outside the ballroom has grown louder. Wherever it is, it's nearby. Maybe it's just a self-playing model, or maybe you aren't alone as you thought. Examine the painting over at the far wall. Oh, it's a family tree painting. Yeah, that's more fireworks. I probably shouldn't have done this stream so late at night. Yeah, the day after, the day after Independence Day. How long is that fireworks gonna keep on popping? Damn. There we go. You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angering scratches cover the space where your mother should be. Oh, right here? This is where my mom should be, right here. Angry scratches. Jeez. Okay, where's the piano music coming from? As far as you can tell, there are 3 exits to the ballroom. There is, of course, the door you came through on your far right. And on your far right is a door beyond a broken floor, a dead end. Across the room from where you entered is a 3rd and final exit, a glass doorway you can just barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. You move to investigate it further closely. As you approach, the playing grows clearer. Without a doubt, the piano is behind this door. Try to clear the furniture blocking the doorway. Though you try with all your might, it's just too heavy for you to do anything more than budget. Leave this place. You return to the entrance of the sealed wing and carefully reattach the locks. After what you've seen and heard in the ballroom, you weigh how much longer you should even stay at the estate on your own. Okay, nothing bad happened. I didn't die. I didn't die. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're done doing white people stuff. We are done doing white people stuff. Might as well head into town. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. You leave the estate and head out to explore the town. But before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moss, yes. Oh, and I got an achievement. Explore every room in the estate before leaving town. Yeah, urban explorer. If you'd had known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe that slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. Pardon me, let me sip my tea. Sip my tea for a moment. It's really pretty out here. Continue down the path. Yeah, mountains in the distance. Really pretty. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. Yeah, it looks pretty ghetto with the... Like, this building alone right here makes it look pretty ghetto. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Doggy? A pug. Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. Hot. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a hot, are all familiar with. I'm a hot. I'm not just hot. I'm not a hot person. I'm a hot. As in, I'm a subspecies of human called a hot. Okay. Sorry about Gretchen. She can be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you. Pet the dog. A pug, she's so cute. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I don't do well with dogs. That's supposed to be a dog. Introduce yourself. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. Gladly. Her favorite food is Cheese Whiz. Her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel. And her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote. Sometimes I leave it on the background while I'm working to give her something to do. She'll actually sit in her little bed and watch it, like an old lady with her programs. But what am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks. But you don't look dusty enough for that. ... You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? I'm sorry, the Scarlet funeral sounds like a big, huge event. The Scarlet funeral. That sounds like a magical elf ritual. Once again, there's more fireworks popping. I wish I could close my window, I do, but it's summertime and I had to install a temporary AC into my window, so I really can't close it. Offer her your bowl of peanuts. I'm not doing that to her. I'm not doing that to her. I wouldn't be caught dead at that funeral. Introduce yourself. Yep, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. None of your business. Remain silent. Should I lie? I don't want to lie to this woman. I know I chose Street Smart to be good at lying, but I chose Street Smart specifically to be able to pick locks. That's what I want. I wanted to pick locks. So I don't want to lie. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Anthony. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone in that big house. I'm sorry, did I say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something, so what do you want to know? She seems alright. Did you say Tabby? I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cute. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. She seems alright. I'm worried about her too. Is she always so, I don't know what she's doing and I don't care. Why do you care? She's awful. As far as I can tell, she openly hates me. I'm worried about her too. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go of things. She and her mom were really close. To think she'd been up in that old mansion all by herself, it'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far as back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. I was Puck, and she was Mustard Seed. Is that an actual play? A Midsummer's Night Dream? That's a pretty name, honestly. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a little bit at the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Hot, flirt, lie. Okay, it's 3 different things. Hot, flirt, and lie. I normally have a rule against accepting strange food invitations from people I don't know, but I'll make an exception because you're pretty. Biscuits, your treat? Hell yeah. I myself would probably go with this. A girl with a puppy just asked me to have dinner. We'll have brunch with her. Her treat. What kind of guy would say no to this? I take that back. I probably say no to this because I probably think this woman's trying to kidnap me. Because why would a woman actually be buying me brunch? I should go. I'll pass, turn around, and leave without saying another word. Oh, that's mean. Let's see here. This we offer though. Yeah, let me go with this big whole thing here. Hot, flirt, lie. I'll make an exception because you're pretty. Never had biscuits, but for sure. There are 2 types of biscuits that I know exist in the world. There's the cracker kind, the flat, dry kind, and then there's the fluffy, baked kind. If you ever have the chance to get biscuits, make sure it's the fluffy buttermilk biscuits. Very soft, very buttery, very delicious. Well, yeah, I've eaten the British kind of crackers. Yep. Yep. Everybody has. Hopefully you haven't eaten hardtack. I normally have a rule against this. Let me try to say this how this character might be saying this. I normally have a rule against accepting strange food invitations from people I don't know, but I'll make an exception because you're pretty. What can I say? I know I have my charms. But not the American biscuits, not the buttermilk biscuits. Give it a try sometime if you ever have the chance. They're good. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air, in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Oh my flippin' goodness! I would be so anxious and nervous if flippin' everybody stopped everything they are doing just to stare at me. The flippin' cop turned his body just to look at me. Flippin' server stopped serving coffee just to stare at me. Oh my goodness, I'd be so scared. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everybody, I'm Anthony. What are you looking at? I'm not gonna say that in front of the cop. Oh, in front of the 2 cops though. One's much more older than the other. Quietly slide into the nearest booth awkwardly, silently stare at the patrons. I probably just end up doing this, like in person, sincerely. But I'm a hot guy now. I'm gonna do hot things. Hi everyone, I'm Anthony. Just in town for the funeral. Nice to meet y'all. The woman behind the counter beams back at you. Hello there and welcome to the holler. You just let us know if you need anything, okay? You nod politely, give a small wave as you and Stella slide into the nearest booth. He's whispering about me. Looks like you'll probably be the talk of the town for a while. It's not often folks around here meet any strangers, and with who you're related to, well, folks love the gossip, you know? Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you a cup of coffee. They silently place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Bacon for the bug. Bacon for the doggy. Gretchen steps the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box. H. Look at the puppy. Look at the puppy. The puppy's being a puppy. Oh wait, you can't. Can you see me? Let me move a little bit to the side. There. You see that? You see? Yeah, the puppy's being a puppy. The puppy's being a puppy. What about you, stranger? Anything I can get you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Winky face. Offer them your boiled. Am I just going to be able to offer every single character and animal this bag of boiled peanuts? Is it bacon bad for dogs? Is it bad for dogs? But dogs love bacon. Can't say no to a face like that. Gretchen's like one of those 110-year-old ladies who had a daily glass of wine her whole life. So why stop now? Maybe it's been the secret to her longevity. Anyways, don't worry. I always keep an eye on her diet. I gotta go in a sec. Want anything while I'm still here? I ate pretty recently. I only ate like one peanut butter jelly sandwich. You offered me free biscuits. Yeah, give me those biscuits. I want those biscuits. I want those biscuits. Stella said she's buying, so I have one of everything, please and thank you. Nah. How much for coffee? Order a coffee, order a biscuit and coffee, please. Can I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they're really good. Best in the country. I'm sorry, best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into an empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have a chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure in the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's fun. That's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck like a church thing? Cool. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check it out. Check some of the things out. Not gonna lie, no, this strikes my fancy. I mean, it's a small town. Small towns usually have like cheap things to do, and you know, reading and potluck sound very, very cheap. Sounds like a small town thing. So, cool. But what is the potluck? Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No. The Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not that many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Isn't this like a rural south? I get that. That's a shame. Hell yeah, religion sucks. Remain silent. Isn't this like the rural south? That's unusual. I know. We must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's anyway. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's something a little off about the guy. A little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? What's your angle here? What's it to you? We just met. Honestly, no clue. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through all this. I'm ashamed. I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm pretty sure that's enough for a full schedule. You know, my street smart instincts are kind of kicking in here. I absolutely do not want to be rude to this woman, but still, even though I am quote-unquote a hot, I just got invited to a diner by a woman. Women usually have, you know, a whole lot of stranger danger instincts. Why would this woman invite me for brunch? Someone she just barely met. Basically still a stranger to her. So, before I end up messing things up, and yes, that's still more fireworks in the background. What's your angle here? My angle? I would never have an angle. Oh, she definitely has an angle. Okay, so my job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there to... Oh, you want me to do that white people stuff. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. When it says it's on the house, she sends her condolences. Thanks, it looks great. You didn't have to do that. Why do I look like a charity channel? Thanks, it looks great. You pick up the biscuit, it's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. And that, my friends, is an American buttermilk biscuit. Whoa, I've had better. This is the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not saying much. Why would I add that last part? Why would I add that last part? Whoa. Just Keanu Reeves. Whoa. This really is a good biscuit. Wow. I'm glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what it is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Wait, what? What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. Oh, okay. How does that make you money? You and everyone else. What kind of videos do you do? Cool, what kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Oh, she really do that white people stuff. She does that white people stuff. You should really check out her channel, Anthony. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the what's that? Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known for a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, And that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the water. I think you gotta really, really zoom in to see that little speck right here. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that were the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I'd ever seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from the local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. That's honest to God cryptid. Oh yeah, totally a dog. Or, wait, a beaver, hold on. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. I don't believe in cryptids. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. I'm not even gonna save as I say that. That's what I would say, and that's what I'm gonna say here. You should leave it alone. You should leave it the heck alone. Oh, don't worry. I have a strict take only video, leave only footprints policy. I never harm the creatures I'm after. I wish only to observe, like a proper documentarian. I was curious to see what you thought, though, since there was so much controversy on Twitter and in my comment section over what it actually was. There were even actual experts weighing in. It was cool, honestly, and it meant the video did great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now will forever roam the capybara. Confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you can come along, me, a well-known person, bringing a stranger into the woods at night to catch a creature that may or may not exist. Yeah, would you like to do that with me, stranger person I just met, come into the dark woods at night? I'm definitely not planning on killing you in the middle of the night. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. To those who don't know, I actually know about this. A skunk ape is like a Sasquatch. A version of Bigfoot. A specific version of Bigfoot of a Sasquatch, except just a little bit shorter, and they stink. They stink a lot. They stink so bad that they're compared to a skunk. Yeah, so yeah, just a stinky Sasquatch. Interesting. Tell me more. Ew, stinky. What's skunk ape? Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Interesting. Let me just be polite. Interesting. Tell me more. Well, it's kind of like Bigfoot, only smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed that could have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. If a Sasquatch was playing tug-of-war with a dog, the dog would have been yanked. So far across the whole yard, for real though. It's like playing tug-of-war with a gorilla. Just toss the whole dog across the whole yard. Also, I hope the audio isn't too loud. I try to make sure that the game audio isn't louder than my voice, because that's sometimes a thing that happens. Whoever's listening, please be sure to tell me if the audio is louder than my speech. So what do you say? Want to tag along? No. Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. Fuck, it's a hot response. I chose to be a charismatic character. And I am going to be charismatic. First, well, it's a lot of responses, actually. Let me take a look at these first. Depends. Gretchen will be there. Absolutely. I guess my better judgment. It's not like I have anything else going on. Are you nuts? Are you actually asking me, a stranger, to follow a girl I just met into the woods to the unknown at night, follow dangerous beats? I'm gonna have to decline. This would totally be me. This would totally 100% be me right here. Yeah. This would be my response if this were real. Straight up. How about a rain check? I'm still trying to get the lay of the land. I don't know, Stella. I'm kind of wiped. I think I'm good. I'm sure Tabitha's expecting me at home at some point anyways. No, remain silent. It's a date! Cool. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, but it's just been me and Gretchen for a while. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. Maybe you'll get the chance to meet them later this week. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it gets too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. She talks way too smoothly. I get the feeling she's the killer. Yeah, she's being too nice. She's too friendly. She talks too smoothly. She's got like secret twist villain vibes going on. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good impression first. Can I drink the rest of the coffee first? Leave a generous tip. I can afford to leave a tip. Don't tip. You haven't even spent any money. Well, she said she was paying. But leave a tip. A single crumb, $1 on thing. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals would be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it. You think to yourself. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella out the diner. Tipping $1. I feel like tipping just $1 would be an insult. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into the dark forest in search of monsters. You feel more alive than you ever felt in years, strangely calm, tense, unsettled, nothing. Earlier in the game, it said the way you react will determine how you normally react to other stimuli without having to click a dialogue option, like how people react to you. I'm going to be strangely calm, because that's the type of person that I am. I'm usually calm in situations where I shouldn't be. Strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky, fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days? Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to get so much worse. That also sounds like California. That sounds like California. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that kind of thing? Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? What's the weirdest things you've seen out here? Has anything bad happened on these hikes? Just curious. Let me think. There was the time back in early high school when Reese fell off a cliff. But he was fine. He had some folks from town, rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in the cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later I was red as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. You're saying you got sprayed in the face by a family of skunks, in the face specifically by skunks in a small cave. I guess that they could have eaten your face, I guess. They could have eaten your face. Oh, there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my hedge off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count on it. There's a guy with a shotgun out here who shoots anybody who walks too close. So yeah, these hikes aren't all dangerous, all things considered. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe here? You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged for as pretty adventurous. I really didn't worry about Duke, though. I might be a little jumpy, but he means well. And these trails are a ways off from his farm. And if it makes you feel any better, I've been out on the trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easily. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're as prepared as can be. I even carry bear mace. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's very, very good. Yes. And if you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead? You know what? I'm just now barely now noticing her t-shirt. That's a picture of Mothman. She really is into cryptids. For those who don't know, Mothman is a Midwestern cryptid. There was a movie about this creature called The Mothman Prophecies. A bunch of people thought they saw some sort of dark-winged creature with big glowing red eyes. Some saw it in the sky, some saw it like full-on in person, directly in front of them. And then it got spotted near a bridge, a big, huge bridge, like multiple times, until the bridge suffered a disaster, which caused the deaths of several people. And then after the bridge collapsed, the Mothman was never ever sighted again. People predict that Mothman sightings are what's the word? A prophecy of disaster. Like Mothman only comes around when something bad's about to happen. Anyway, all this is to say we're good, don't worry. Are we really expecting to find anything? You ever hunted anything else? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of the nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if that counts as weird anymore. Oh, Titanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage, with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell when it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess up around here. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles and that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? Anything other than cryptids, all that? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go on all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. But I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there's really true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals. But werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they were really out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that is just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see the UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real. They have absolutely visited the Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Aliens are obviously real. Of course I believe in aliens. I'm skeptical. See, that's what the government wants you to think. I have absolutely no opinions on aliens. Yeah, they're obviously real. I know somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. In Fayetteville, his truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though it was full of a tank of gas, and suddenly it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows in the fields, birds in the sky, then this metallic like egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. He passed out. When he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like it had never been there. It was just smooth skin where a pinky should be. I know it's a secondhand source, but there's plenty more like it if they are true. Or if he just lied. Maybe it's just sleep paralysis. Could have been the government. It could have been the government. Could have been the government. It's not like they don't have a history of conducting weird experiments on people. Sure, the government does messed up stuff on the daily, but the way I see it, I have about as much control over what they do as I do over extraterrestrial beings. So if I have no control over these things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know? Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right, or either of us is right at all. I'll die one day, and so will you, eventually. There'll be no one left who remembers us or what we did in our lifetimes. Damn, you disarmed me with your nihilism. And now I feel an empty pit in my soul at the thought of the vastness of time. Ah, don't worry, isn't there some comfort in the inherent meaninglessness of our actions? Did you hear that? Oh, it's that guy you were talking about. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Phew, sorry about getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for out here? Let me give this guy like a redneck accent. Skunk ape? Sorry, I asked. And who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. Offer him your peanuts. Would he like peanuts? Like, I really don't want to insult him by offering these peanuts, but... You know, keep them to myself. You once again remember the dripping bag of boiled peanuts you have on your person, and briefly consider offering them to Duke for realizing that would probably be more of an insult than anything else. You keep them hidden away. Now, both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own creator and won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in the business, Stella Richmond. But that damn camera down. Put it down, I say. Put it down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods and not yelling about chunkabungus or whatever. Something's been getting into my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose any more than that. Huh, I wonder if the skunk ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come with you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. They're out there. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course, you wouldn't find any one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that what's been getting to my chickens, it couldn't be anything else. You know, mountain lions are actually a really tough thing to deal with. Give me one sec. Hold on. It's getting hot in my room, honestly. Getting hot in my room, I'm gonna turn on my AC. Hopefully it won't be too loud as I read all this stuff. Oof. I have a small room, you see, so it gets stuffy real fast. I put the AC in the window because it's summertime. I have the rest of the window blocked off, and I try not to have it on during streams because it is loud. Though I do have noise suppression turned on. That helps. I would just keep my door open, my bedroom door open, but I don't want to disturb the rest of the people in the house. Sip more of my tea. Alright. And once again, yeah, more fireworks. Alright, but yes, mountain lions. You probably definitely would know that there's a mountain lion in heat because mountain lions make this really loud screeching sound that sounds exactly like a screaming woman. There's also the fact that, you know, they really are sneaky. Like, once they have the lions locked on you, they have their eyes locked on you. Their fur really blends in with the ground, with the dirt. Though it could also just be straight up coyotes. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by a geezer like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke, I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods at night. Okay, we'll go home. But we're here first. What? If you kill the mountain lion, if you find a mountain lion, don't kill it. Right on. Dude, kill that mountain lion. Can't you just buy more chickens? Okay, let's go. Don't put in this between Duke and Stella. Let me use my street smarts. Okay, we'll go home. What? Good. I'm glad you got some sense. Still, I need somebody like that around. But I've got a film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that'll mean for my career. Yeah, and no, Stella, we should leave. Wink. We should leave, and we shouldn't, winky face, come back. You turn and wink at Stella. Yes. As slowly as you can. She immediately picks up what you're putting down. Alright, Duke, maybe you've got a point. Come on, Anthony. Let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't get too angry with me. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe. Well played, Anthony. Really threw him off the trail by pretending we were going back to town. Now come on, I know how we can loop around without him noticing. I'm doing what he says and going home. See you around. This is what I should do. Now there's a guy. Not only are we doing the white people thing and trying to find a Sasquatch, a gorilla. We're basically trying to find a gorilla that stinks. But now we're walking around in the dark with a man with a shotgun actively hunting an animal known for being stealthy. A man like that in the woods is with us. We are likely to get shot by this man more than anything by accident. Straight up thinking about this logically, we should just leave right now because a man hunting a mountain lion who is known for shooting at people, who you confirmed is known for shooting at people, might shoot at us thinking that we're a mountain lion. But no, I'm the friendly hot, as they say. Not the hot guy, but I am a hot. And you so graciously invited me out here, and I so graciously said yes, like a hot. So, yeah, might as well do it. Might as well keep on continuing. There's no way I'm running around the woods at night where there's a guy with a shotgun out here by. That's what I should do. No, we sure full day. Yeah, I'm out. Can we actually go back to town, though? So, we sure fooled him. Sorry if I'm a bit much, but I wanted to seem convincing. You did great. He'll never suspect a thing. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands the camera and takes position. Ahem. The night falls. My new assistant, the gorgeous Anthony, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Quickly. She has a nice figure. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this gorgeous scenery. Hot. Life doesn't get any better than this, doesn't it? It's breathtaking. It's hard to take it all in when we're in all the danger, Being this far from civilization stresses me out. I've seen better. Not a fan of the bugs. Quietly look into Stella's eyes. Scott probably gonna be like, what? Something on my face? So let me be the hot. Let me be the hot. And life doesn't get any better than this. I feel like this isn't really a hot thing. I feel like the looking into Stella's eyes is a hot thing, but eh. Let me be the hot. Oh, is she blushing? I think I see a little bit of blush here. I was kind of thinking the same thing. Oh, what was that? Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. What was that? Oh no, this can keep around us. It's Duke back with a shotgun. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. Remain silent. I'm not gonna shout if I hear something. Silent. Did you hear that? It sounds close. Let's check it out. Don't shout. As you and Stella hear the footsteps of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. That's a weird-looking deer. I was thinking, because it said we hear animals running away, I thought there's going to be like a bunch of different animals running in this direction. But that deer looks like it's infected with the fungal virus from The Last of Us. A single deer remains behind, staring down at the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. You cannot handle deer. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. They don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it? Why do you bring Gretchen with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually found her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around with the woods at 17. 17? Oh wow, that's old. And I feel like that the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Well, that got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. It's never too late to turn back. I'm ready for the hunt. Because I'm apparently not a flippin'. I'm apparently not a person who has any sense of self-preservation. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack before snack break to fuel up? Then we get right into the night's activities. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Take the trail mix, extra M&Ms, the snack bar, the dried apricots, the sesame sticks. Not that hungry. Yep, these are definitely hiking snacks. These seem like specifically hiking snacks. It's a snack bar. I don't see a snack bar here. I'm in between the trail mix and the snack bar. Trail mix has lots of good nuts in it. Nuts pretty much make you feel full longer because nuts take a longer time to digest. There's a snack bar. I would eat it if it's a protein bar, but I'm not sure what's exactly in it. I definitely don't know much about sesame sticks. Dried apricots, those are meant to last. So let me just go with the trail mix. Dr. Joyce, it never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. Most of the M&Ms, and I left out the raisins. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I like this girl. I like. She gets bonus points. Bonus points for Stella. Bonus points for Stella for actually picking out all the raisins and adding more M&Ms. Bonus points to you. Maybe you might not be a serial killer trying to kill me. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws on a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me, what's it like in the Hearts and Steel? Oh, that's my hometown. Do you have a house? An apartment? Do you live with family? Roommates? Pets? Tell me, what's it like to be Anthony? Why do you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life. Alright, I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. Because I'm a bachelor. This is like living in a dingy studio apartment. That's like everybody's early 20s. I live in a closet in the house with 10 roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I live in a 12 by 12 shed in someone's yard. I live in an internet cafe. I'd rather not say. Shrug and remain silent. All this, it's very low income. It's so low income. So low income choices. Like, can I just... I don't like any of these choices. So I'm gonna say I'd rather not say. Sorry to pry. Do you mind if I ask you what you do for work? Ask away. What do you do for a living? I build programmatic ads for a company nobody's ever heard of. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I'm a first-year associate in a big law firm. I'm a streamer, wink wink. I'm a student, I'm a teacher. I'm in the service industry. Considering I am a hot, as in a person with good looks and charm, I think it makes the most sense that I am a streamer. Oh, no way, a fellow content creator. I guess we got a lot in common, Anthony. What are the odds? What sort of streams do you do? Play video games, I do art, I teach people how to cook, I play music. Mostly just talk to people. Can I say do all these? I want to say I do all of these. But I feel like this is gonna say a lot about my character. This is going to say a lot about my character. So I don't want to say I just play video games. So that's too simple. Considering I am a hot, one of these three choices would be good. Music, just talk to people, teach people how to cook. I am going to say I play music. I usually take requests from my subscribers, but once or twice a month I'll play something I've written. I bet Aubrey would love that. They're a musician too. I've had to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. Street smart. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. I see those eyeballs right there. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Right there. Right there. On the way left. Right here. And they're gone. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is nowhere to be seen. I think we're being watched. It might be Skunk Ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. Alright, what about you? What's your story? Let me get to know you. Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside the town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. Must be the stars? Yes, it must be 2 individual stars that got plucked out of the sky right here, decided to go down all the way into the trees and just shine their 2 little lights at us right here. Must have just been the stars. Or honestly, it could have just been any animal. It could have just been any animal whatsoever. Like a mountain lion. Like a mountain lion. Which is known for being sneaky, a mountain lion. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Street smart, I gather your parents aren't exactly around anymore? Yep, you got it. They died a few years back. But it's okay. I've done my mourning. Life goes on. We still get to live in our beautiful family home. Just me and Gretchen. It could be a lot worse. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. 2 of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from the grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what was in this clearing. If I had to, though, it wouldn't exactly taste great. My mom was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew. I keep on thinking that there's an R right here. That this country is not country, it's county. County. County, as in the tri-state area, like the tri-city area. County. The county. All the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were indeed in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. Sorry for your loss, I don't know what else to say. My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's alright if you ever need to talk about things. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club. Whoa. Is this gonna be a trademark? The Dead Moms Club? Character brought this up earlier in this story with my cousin. Is that an actual thing? No need to overshare. Let me... Right here. My mom died pretty recently too. So I get it. If it's alright if you ever need to talk about things. Aw, thanks, Anthony. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? I'm okay hanging in there. Terrible to be honest. I was glad to see her go. I don't feel much about it. I'd rather not talk about it, sorry. I just offering to talk with her if she wants to talk about it, and then saying I'd rather not talk about mine. That's gonna say a lot about my character. I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I'd kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. I can't even imagine how bad it must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. Oh, it's showtime. I heard that. Jesus Christ, skunky, more deer. Please tell me that was a raccoon. Say nothing. Yeah, I can't tell what that could have been. It sounded like someone yelling. Someone like doing an animal's call. More deer? Could be. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check it out. Yeah. You be a white girl, and go check out that noise yourself out in the dark in the middle of the woods. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. A chicken. It's got a big boil. I want it right off. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has to be one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. I was on board with this whole thing, but now that we found something, what have you got me into? Do we have to, Stella? Right behind you. I'm basically just being cooperative at this point. Just being cooperative with Stella. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oops. Don't fall off a cliff. Oop. Oh, there's that chicken again. Ow. Are you okay? Oh god, the monster's got you. We're gonna die. Oh good, the monsters will get you first. And here I thought you were supposed to be a hardened girl. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks. And she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor. Could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Don't shoot us. Don't shoot us. Stella, I swear to God. Didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no. What happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I don't think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. There is something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. We saw the thing that got a hold of her. No, we did not. That's not true. Examine the chicken. Duke, I don't think it's a mountain lion we're getting at your chickens. Do you think we should put her down? This is like that deer. What are we supposed to do now? Well, first explore. There's something really wrong with the animals we've seen inside. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. It better not be contagious. Examine the chicken. You stoop down and look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. I'm sorry, that was the wrong voice. Wrong voice. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming lightly against her harness. Examine the head. Is the chicken conscious? Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. The wing? Its wing barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. And the growth. Good God, at first you thought it might been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop, and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. Happened to me once. There's not much as a scar these days. I don't know, it looks kind of like there's something in there. You know what, yes. I don't know about y'all, but I see like just the vaguest shape of something, of a maybe an embryo, like the vaguest shape. Maybe I'm just seeing stuff. Maybe it's just how it's just painted. Whatever it might be, you know better than to investigate this lump any closer. You've seen horror movies, yes, yes. That's street smart. You back away from the chicken, your curiosity eclipsed by your instinct for self-preservation. Yes. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things that's going to pop out of her? No, no, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs something drained. Maybe some antibiotics, that's all. Like, what are we supposed to do, man? I'm freaking the hell out of here. Saying the word like and then ending it with man makes me sound like Shaggy. Like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Or like the Stoner. I don't think it's a mountain out there getting at your chickens. Do you think we should put her down? It's just like that deer. Deer? What deer? We ran into one earlier. It had throats just like Birdie. As you, Duke and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you, gently at first, barely a whisper, but then a guttural moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. I think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all had enough excitement. Come on, Berta, let's get you home. Are you guys hearing this? Yes, we hear this. She starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured Berta, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. Oh, what? What in the hell is that? You feel a tightening in the leash, pulling you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. Are you recording this? You should record that. You should be very much be recording that. I think you should start blasting. Duke, I think you very much should start blasting. The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seemed to be its eyes on Birdie, tugged under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn perfectly taut and there is a sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. Uh-oh! You and Stella turn in time just to see another one of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching a fevering pitch as another creature malforms hands grasp her. I thought there was only supposed to be a killer in this game. Oh my god! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Oh, it's reaching for your gun. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit, shit, get your hands off my bird! I think you should just let the thing take your chicken, Duke. Seriously, for real. Whatever is happening with your chicken is happening. Your chicken is already infected. Whatever that thing wants with your chicken, just let it happen. We very much gotta get the thing away from Gretchen, because whatever is happening with the chicken is probably gonna happen to Gretchen if we don't do something about that. Get the thing away from Gretchen. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. It's so ugly. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Duke? Oh, damn. Oh, no. Oh, shit. An unfortunate accident. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do we do? Okay, first things first. I grab Gretchen. There. Step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay, step 2. What's step 2? Stella, we need to get our story straight. Duke had a hunting accident by himself. Deep breath, collect yourself. We call the cops, obviously. We go after the damn things. It's what he would want, revenge. Damn it, Stella, why didn't you do something? You just stood there filming. What's wrong with you? I agree with this. You just stood there. Your dog was being pulled by a monster, and you stood there recording. You had to have a stranger save your dog for you. Damn, but yeah. I'm street smart. We have to get our story straight. Because if we go back into town and say, hey, a bunch of monsters shot a well-known guy, they're gonna say that we're both crazy and we probably murdered him in the middle of the woods. So yeah, an accident. But people need to know about these things. Duke's family deserves closure. The town deserves to know what's out here. Maybe the cops will help. I don't trust cops. They'll never believe that footage. It's going to be a lot harder for them to believe what really happened than to decide that a stranger from a big city came into town and shot someone. It'd be too easy for them to pin this on me. Straight up. You're right, I barely caught anything. But if we got more footage, if we got a clearer shot of these things, maybe if we follow the bloody trail, Stella, you froze. If you go after those things, you'll pull that again. Either way, actually that's good. I mean, that's a man is dead, Stella. You froze. Okay, let's go. Oh shit. Oh damn, oh shit. You must make your way back to the woods. The unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. Keep moving, keep running, just keep running, just keep running. You say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they stopped following us. Are you sure we shouldn't call the cops? Yes, I'm goddamn sure. They're only going to make things worse. Okay, but we gotta take this to someone. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back on the main road, you must finally be getting reception again. 6 missed calls from Tabitha, and 13 text messages. Call her, text her that she's calmed down. She seems worried. Yikes, I didn't think Tabitha would be so needy. Uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble. It's something important. Hopefully she didn't notice that I opened up the door in the house. Call her. Straight the voicemail. Oh, well, I tried calling. I text her that you're okay. Because that's at least something. Tabitha seems to be worried. Been blowing on my phone. I didn't think she would be so needy. Uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? My friend's mom knows all sorts of supernatural stuff, and she usually up at this hour. Maybe we should head over to her place? Don't worry, it's on the way back to the estate. Your friend's place? Check in on Tabitha. You can walk to your friend's mom. I'm going to bed. Screw this, I'm out. Oh well, let's do it. It is on the way. Awesome, let's go. I hope she's still awake. Anthony? Jesus. Oh, what the? You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Is that Duke but shot? Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who's this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Anthony. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, you're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. Oh, like that one video game character. Heh. From Pseudo Regalia. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Anthony. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed out in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. My boiled peanuts. Come on. I should have threw my boiled peanuts at those creatures. They would have ran away if I did. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of. Bless her heart. I never met Pearl Ann. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings for that woman. I'm not going to say that. We need your help. Ah, yes. I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about the weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh, my lord. Have you contacted the police? No. It just didn't seem believable. That's why we came here. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella puts on a camera and turns the screen towards Sybil. Where was this? Up in the mountain. Up to the northwest. Within the town's limits? Yes, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. Ooh, I hear the kettle. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Are you gonna check the kettle? Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato, and a stranger. A cute stranger? Oh, God. I said nothing. Did you just call me cute? Hi, I'm Anthony. I was helping Stella with a video and something terrible happened. I just watched a man die. I'm not in the mood to introduce myself. Did you just call me cute? No, you must have misheard me. This is Anthony, Tabitha's cousin. Oh, right, I heard he was coming to town. It's a little late. Why are you two here? Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. ... Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. An introvert, I'm assuming? Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? ... Did you actually get video footage of the creatures? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Anthony and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. I'm fine too, thanks for asking. Well, I'm not fine. Remain silent. Remain silent. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? Right now, we're just trying to pull ourselves together. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. I agree, those things are still out there. I agree, those things are still out there, and as long as there are, more people are in danger. So very true, but not for the reasons you think. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of offering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever is doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Anthony with this Tilly-Po crap. Oh wow, they even know about the Tilly-Po. Y'all know about the Tilly-Po? I found that the story of the Tilly-Po to be kind of silly. It kind of didn't make much sense to me. To quickly summarize the Tilly-Po story that I read, there's a hunter who lives in his own little cabin in the woods. Oh, you do? Only thanks to this game? Yeah. Basically, a hunter in the woods cuts off the tail of the Tilly-Po, eats it, and the Tilly-Po comes and kills him. The thing is, the hunter with the shotgun and machete just sits in the bed and does nothing as the creature comes into his house and kills him. Like, he does absolutely nothing about it. I always thought that was stupid. I always thought that was completely stupid. He has a shotgun and a machete and does nothing. Just lays in bed underneath his blanket and just lets the creature kill him. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. Then if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident, or my grandmother was wrong, and she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy was soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's an important window dressing? Okay, I know when I'm outnumbered. Maybe the ditchlings were here for Duke. I don't think so. They were really after the animals in particular. They were after Gretchen, and they really seem to want the chicken. I think they're out here planting eggs, planting embryos inside the animals. That seems to be my theory. Kid gets a point. Still, calling this magic is an easy out and jumping to a wild conclusion. Y'all are worrying too much. Maybe they're making more of themselves. Whatever it is. Maybe they're making more of themselves. You know, you have a point there. Maybe they're like big mosquitoes, and the growths you saw were a severe allergic reaction, or maybe they're parasites using the local wildlife to incubate. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. ... Oh dear, I forgot entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll help soothe the nerves. I'm surprised we still aren't hearing the screaming of the tea kettle, because we heard it earlier. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Anthony get some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hacking and running through the woods in terror. I can keep going, I'm still wired. Yeah, I'm ready to pass out. It was nice to meet you, though. I can stay up, this is important. I just want to go home, thank God, that's a miserable night, and I'm tired as shit. Basically, just like saying, do I want to leave, or do I want to go home, or stay? Go home, or stay? Go home, or stay? I know my cousin is worried about me. But I'll feel weird if I just left right now. Also, pause. This painting right here. I know this must be like her husband, but it really reminds me of Dr. Loomis from the Halloween movies. Like straight from the classic Halloween movies, there was a doctor, the psychiatrist, that was always chasing the killer in the Halloween movie, Michael Myers. This looks like Dr. Loomis, that character. I'm wondering if they intentionally made him look like that. But oh well. Okay, I'm gonna stay. I can stay up, this is important. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums and see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you'd call them? That's right. You go on home now and try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Don't stay up all night on the online. Elderly people. Elderly people talk. She looks so sweet. I gotta say, she looks so sweet. She looks so gentle. She looks like the grandma I wish I had. The grandma I still wish that I had, honestly. Uh, Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really goes wonders to soothe the soul. Oh yeah, peppermint. I actually have some peppermint tea in my room. I have a cup of black tea with me, but I got myself some peppermint tea for my digestion, for my bloating. Take a good sip. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Anthony. Excellent, iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm is probably the best. Helps wake up the bones. ... Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? I will gladly walk you home. There's monsters on the loose. There's a crazy person around here. Well, this is me. Are you good finding a way back? Yep. Are you sure I can't stay here? I don't like the thought of having to go up that mountain road on my own tonight. I feel like this is the safest option, but I'm a guy, a person you just met today, and and asking to stay the night isn't really that great. Never to look back down the road behind you. Yeah, I'll say that it wouldn't be right to stay with her the day we meet. Yep. Cool. I'll see you around. Yeah, we're in this together. It's not like I have much of a choice. I don't know. I think we need to process things. I'm leaving as soon as I can. That would actually be the best choice. But no. I'm being supportive. I'm a supportive paragon. That's the type of person I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be a paragon. We're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. As far as you know, those creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well, but it's too late for you to turn around. You'll either make it to the estate or you won't. Continue down the path. Almost home. Continue down the path. There's salvation in sight. You make a mad dash to the door. Try the door. End episode 1 at the estate. Oh, this is the end episode 1? Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. The miner outside the general store. The miner? I think this is a typo. I think it's supposed to say the diner. Do you know anyone named Wayne? There was someone playing the piano in the sealed-off wing. I don't think I should tell her that. I think this is a typo, so I'll probably say that. Just with company names, everything. Wayne, it scared the shit out of me. Do you know what's going on there? The creep, the weirdo person. Oh. It's a mining town. Of course there are miners walking around at night. You hesitated before answering me about Wayne. It's late, Anthony. You never came home. I'm sorry that your random questions and accusations caught me off guard. Wait, you smell like nature and old dog. I smell like nature? You must have met Stella, then. That explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, good night. I need to leave the town as fast as possible. Wait, you don't want to hang out? Can you tuck me in? Wait, you don't want to hang out? I'm still all hyped up on adrenaline from tonight. I would love to just hang out for a while and cool down a bit. No, I'm not going to hang out with you. It's late, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night without you. I'm sorry, leave the night behind you. You thoughtlessly stumble into your room, and before you even fully realize you're there, you're already collapsed onto the mattress, exhausted. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. Sorry, you're still probably hearing the fireworks in the background. That popping? Yeah, all that popping is very much very much fireworks in the distance. A lot of it, actually. Wow. Jeez Louise. Once again, it's still the day after the Independence Day. People are still going to be popping fireworks. Alright. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. The sun is coming up. It's not too dry there. It's always dry where I live. People just love popping fireworks. I'm surprised there weren't more fireworks all throughout the month of June. People in my neighborhood pop a firework every single day of June before Independence Day. And right now it sounds like there was a huge event going on with the amount of fireworks I'm hearing. Cool animation right here. Oh. Crying. Are those llamas or sheep? Look like llamas. I see eyeballs in the darkness. Ooh. Jack-o'-lantern? Is this to signify the end of the episode? Because I got an achievement that I've reached the end of the episode. And that must be the mines. Am I going to see something interesting? Oh, wow, that's a lot of locks. That's a lot of locks. What are you trying to keep contained in there? Or am I locked in? Did I just get locked in? Scarlet Hollow. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. Okay, if you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Yeah, okay. Straight up, I will put a save slot right here. Alright. Continue. Would you like a recap? Okay, so I beat episode 1. And episode 2 will start right when I do this next time, because right now we're just about reached my 3-hour mark, and I usually stream for 3 straight hours. So it's about time I stop things. Yep. Okay. Alright. Alright, so Scarlet Hollow. So far, I feel like since this is the type of game where every little thing you say matters, I'm really wondering what could have happened if I said no to everything? What could have happened if I decided not to adventure with this woman still into the woods? What if I chose to save Duke instead of the dog? What would have happened if I just immediately forced her to turn right back around after Duke told us to leave? Like, there's always that what if in everyone's brain when there's two choices to be made. What if you made the opposite choice? If I made different choices, would I have still run into those monsters, those ditchlings? Who knows? I read the Steam page. The Steam page says that any one person will not even see a fifth of all the content in the story in just one playthrough. That being said, that definitely means this game has a whole lot of replay value, so depending on how much I like this game, I might do more than one playthrough of it. So, yeah. If things go smoothly, 5 streams of this game and I'll be probably finished. If every episode is as long as this episode, that is. About a little less than 3 hours long. A good quick game. But, yeah. That's it for tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you, Bolsha, for showing up to my stream. I appreciate the first time chat and you sticking around. And if anyone else is here, feel free to drop by tomorrow in the afternoon for more of my collab with the amazing Strawberry VT of It Takes Two. Good night.